Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honour to be asked to speak to you this evening at the launch of this year's Carloviana journal. I'm very proud to have my first article published in the journal this year, despite having written perhaps quite a few pieces in various places about history issues around Carlow. I have a particular interest in the history of nurses in war. And at the outbreak of COVID-19 in March, I was contacted by the archivist of the John's Ambulance in Dublin, a friend of mine, and he told me that on eBay there were the medals of a Great War Carlow nurse for sale. I was extremely curious, so I decided to find out a bit more. And on all Great War medals, the name of the recipient is engraved on the side, and the name of the nurse was Sister Hannah Fogarty. With nothing else to go on, I decided to contact Mr. Google and see where we get to with this. I also contacted John Kelly of the Carlow Historical Society and wondered whether we could repatriate these medals to the home county of this incredible Great War nurse. Hannah Fogarty's story is the story of a transatlantic odyssey from South County Carlow to the middle of the North American continent at Winnipeg, back to London and back to North America again. So there you go. Went back to Google, found out that we could access all of her military records, which we did, and the story goes on from there. I'd also like to thank Michael Kinsella for his background research in the article relating to her local connections. And I won't do a spoiler here and tell you the outcome, and I hope you enjoy the article. But it's incredible to think that 100 years on, in the middle of a pandemic, we managed to find a story of a Carlow woman who became a military officer in the Canadian Army Medical Corps, who served in various hospitals across the UK during the Great War, became part of my research quest in the middle of another pandemic. Being part of the Carloviana publication this year means an awful lot to me. I have fond memories of childhood with my granny always buying a couple of copies of it to send to relatives abroad, and also my father. And I'm pretty sure that my ancestors in the Carlow Nationalist printed copies of the Carloviana over its distinguished history. So, I want to wish you all a happy Christmas. I want to say a huge thanks to John Kelly for his editorial and referencing expertise. I don't normally use the Irish History Society's referencing methods in nursing publications, so I've learned lots of new skills as a consequence. So enjoy the story of the Carlow nurse who travelled backwards and forwards across the North Atlantic, helping Canadian soldiers in the midst of a horrific war, and subsequently helping lots of people during the Spanish flu pandemic. Enjoy the read. May the Carloviana journal go from strength to strength. I'm totally honoured to be part of it this year, and hopefully next year I'll probably put forward 2 more articles, one again about a nurse called Linda Kearns, who escaped from Mountjoy jail in the middle of just after the truce in the War of Independence, and a fantastic story of the Michael Collins 2 squad members from Rathnagrew who played an amazing role in the War of Independence. Nulla Colav Díobh Galer, and the very best of luck for 2021. And hopefully we'll see the end of this pandemic soon. Bye for now. Paul Horan.